everyone, Mrs. Williams here with one of your last newsletters of the week. I think we're down to about 4 of them left, so I'm going to miss you guys, but we do have a really busy 4 weeks left, so here's what's on tap. This is my calendar of all the assessments that I'm ready to give. So we're going to be assessing all kinds of reading skills, math skills, writing skills, including can each child write an opinion piece, a narrative piece, and an informative piece. Obviously, all these things are things we have worked on this year, but just so you know, those are the 3 pieces that conventions included are going to be passed on as samples to your next teacher. So that's exciting. Real quick glimpse of some of the things that we're doing here in the classroom. You've heard, and hopefully you watched the video last week, we are working with fractions. So here's just an example, 2 different ways I've been introducing it, both with pictures being 1/3, and with pictures you can see 1/3 is shaded. So we're seeing it in both the traditional ways, and I'm also kind of incorporating this whole set scenario just to really solidify the idea of what a fraction is, a part and a whole. So that's that. The fractions we're really working on are halves and fourths for knowledge there for you at home, but you'll see that through some homework assignments and last week or this week as well as next week too. So that's where we are in math. We're also going to be practicing. You're going to see some word problems coming home. We do need to keep practicing those word problems, identifying is it addition, subtraction, is it a missing partner or a missing total we're looking for. So I'm going to send some practice home with that as well. We'll be doing some things in the classroom, of course, with that, but just wanted to kind of give you the heads up. All right, so then reading-wise, we're doing a lot with vowel teams and with pairs that make multiple sounds. So what we have done so far, we've played some games. Here's an example. This was a hippity hoppity frog game, and the kids are in very fun ways practicing how to read words with vowel teams. So here you can see the word float with the OA and the word green with the EE, and just practicing our little slogan, when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So the O does the talking, the E does the talking, that sort of reminder kind of game. And then also we are working with sounds of multiples. So here we have a little spin a sound game. We practiced today with some sweet sounds, we called them, and they were written on cupcakes. So we're practicing that OW can say O or ow. Obviously in this word allow, it makes the ow sound. And then we here have the OU partner, the vowel team, that also says ow, but we know this team can also say O and sometimes aw. So just practicing and seeing these words is really helping the students. The more often they can see words, kind of like the sight word idea, the more often they practice and see those same words, they're going to solidify and they're going to remember those words. They're going to remember them when they come across them in stories and poems. They're also going to remember and be able to visualize them when they start writing. So speaking of writing, we are doing a lot with adjectives. We're looking to describe objects. We've done a lot with adjectives. We're working with not only the way, we kind of use our 5 senses, not only the way things smell, but how they sound, what they look like, what they feel like. When we talked about that can be texture or emotion, if you're describing a person or an animal. And, you know, we're having a lot of fun with it. So we're really looking on expanding and lengthening those sentences, as well as just expanding and lengthening our writing in general and just making it that much more interesting, whether it be an opinion piece, a narrative, or an informative piece, a nonfiction piece for our reader. So that's where we are right now. We are growing plants in science and having a ball observing them, and it is so exciting to see these little plants sprout. So I think that's everything I wanted to give you a little blip of this week. We had a great day at field day yesterday. It was nice and sunny and hot, and the kids ran and played and cheered each other on so hard. It was so fun to watch and very heartwarming to see them cheering on their friends during all these fun activities. We were out there for a little over 2 hours, so it was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you RSVP to our end of the year event, which is coming up on Friday the 21st at 1:30 in the afternoon. And we're going to be doing some show and tell with you, as well as just celebrating these great little kids and all they've accomplished this year. We've all grown a lot. So start celebrating at home. get a good breakfast in your kids because, like I said, I've got a whole calendar of assessments that I'm fitting in the next few weeks, so then we can just spend a few days celebrating together. So, hope everyone's well. Let me know if you need me, Homeschool Connection or email, and I'll speak with you really soon. Bye.